Toxic people don't control you with power, they control you with psychology. They rarely dominate openly. Instead, they influence your emotions, your reactions, and eventually your decisions. Psychology explains that control doesn't begin with authority. It begins with emotional access. Toxic people first gain control by studying your emotional patterns. They notice what makes you anxious, what makes you want approval, and what makes you feel guilty. Once they know this, control becomes effortless. One of the most common tactics is emotional inconsistency. They alternate between warmth and withdrawal. This creates confusion. Psychologically, inconsistency triggers anxiety and attachment. Your brain seeks stability, so you try harder to regain the good version of them. Control grows when you start adjusting yourself to avoid discomfort. Another way toxic people gain control is through subtle guilt. They make you feel responsible for their emotions. If they're upset, it feels like your fault. If they're distant, you feel the need to fix it. Over time, you stop asking what you feel and start managing what they feel. That's control. They also gain power through emotional reactions. Anger, defensiveness, over-explaining, all of these give them leverage. Psychology shows that whoever controls the emotional temperature controls the interaction. When you react, they lead. Another tactic is undermining your confidence quietly. Small comments, subtle criticism, dismissive tones, not enough to confront, but enough to make you doubt yourself. Doubt weakens boundaries, and weak boundaries invite control. Toxic people also gain control by blurring boundaries. They push limits slowly. What once felt uncomfortable starts to feel normal. Psychologically, repeated exposure reduces resistance. You don't notice the shift until you feel trapped. Control deepens when you fear their reaction more than you value your peace. But here's the most important part. Control only exists when it's reinforced. The moment you stop reacting emotionally, the system weakens. Calm disrupts manipulation. Silence removes leverage. Clarity breaks confusion. Psychology shows that toxic control collapses when emotional supply is removed. You don't need to argue. You don't need to explain. You don't need to prove anything. You simply stop participating in the dynamic. Boundaries are not walls. They are filters. When you limit access to your emotions, control dissolves. And sometimes, the strongest move is distance. Not because you hate them, but because you respect yourself. Toxic people gain control when you give them emotional authority. They lose it the moment you take yourself back. And that's when peace begins.